Hello children, how are you all? Hope you all are keeping fine. Children, we have already started the chapter landform in your previous class. Today we will continue with the same lesson. I have already explained you the type of mountains. So today we will take plateau. Plateau is defined as an area of high ground. These upland have a steep slope on one side. Children, in mountain you have steep slope in both the sides, but here in plateau the steep side is only in one side. The upper part is generally flat. Now there are two types of plateau. First one is intermontane plateau. These are highland and most extensive type on the globe. These are the plateaus which are surrounded by hills and mountains on all the sides. And some of the famous plateaus in the world are Colombian Plateau, North American Cordilleras, Bolivian, Peruvian, and Mexican plateaus. The next one is volcanic plateaus. Children, from its name only you will come to know that these plateaus were created by the volcano. These plateaus were formed by numerous volcanic eruptions that slowly build up over time forming many plateaus. Children, when the volcanic eruption took place, after that for many years it took to cool down, and after that the plateau was formed. Some examples are South African Plateau, Colombian Plateau, and Ethiopian Plateau. So here we have completed the two types of plateaus. Now we will move to plains. These are the third form of landform. A plain is defined as an extensive area of lowland with a level or gently undulating surface. Plains, from its name only you will understand. Plain means flat area. Like the area where we are living means not part of India. Northern plain is formed, that is a plain area. There are three types of plains. The first one is structural plain, then erosional plain, and then third is depositional plain. Now structural plain. These plains are formed due to uplift or submerge of the level. Due to the disturbance of the earth, sometimes the land is uplifted or sometimes it is submerged in the water. So these kind of plain, when it is formed due to uplift or submergence of land, this plain is formed. The Great Plain of USA were formed due to the uplift of land submerged under the water. Gulf Coast is another example of emerged coastal plain. They were emerged from the water. Next one is erosional plain. Children, from the word itself you will understand erosion. It is made from the word erosion, and you already know the meaning of erosion. So this land is formed due to the erosion. The alluvial plain is an erosional plain, and that occurs from weathering caused by water current in the sea, river, or stream, like from moving water. Then next one is depositional plain. These plains are formed by the deposition of material which have been brought by various agents of transportation. And you know that the various means of transportation, agent of transportations are wind and water. Next one is children, like I have told, water as an agent of deposition. Next one is river deposition. The most widespread of these are alluvial plain, are northern plain of India. When you were in class 7 or 8, you must have read about the physical feature of India. In that, one of the most important part was northern plain of India. This part is created by the river deposition, and it is made up of very fertile soil, that is alluvial soil. The flood plain, like the Mississippi plain of in USA, the deltic plain in Egypt and India. These plains are formed along the river like Ganga, Yangtze, Mekong, Salween, etc. Floodplain are divided into two plains. Now the two plains are Khadar and Bangar. Children, this river, when they are coming down of the mountain, they bring along with them the rocks. Slowly when they move, these rocks are, they break and they form soil, fine soil. So the new soil which is made in the floodplain, that is called khadar. These are new soil. But the old soil which are already there from many years, that is known as bhangar. So here you are studying about, you will learn about two type of soil. When you will go in next class, you will do the detailed study of these two kind of soils, khadar and bhangar. Next deposition is, the agent of deposition is wind. Most such plains are sandy desert like Sahara in Africa and Thar desert in India. They have irregular and undulating surface made by existence of sand dunes and hollows. You know children, the desert area is covered with sand. So when the wind moves, they carry along the sand with them and then they deposit it in another place. The place where they deposit this sand dunes is created. At the place from where they had picked up the sand, hollow is created. So by this way, they also create a landform. Marine deposit, you will understand from the word marine itself that this is based on coastal area. These plains are found in coastal region. Example, the east coast of India, coast of Germany and Denmark. Children, now we are at the end of the chapter. When you will see, turn your page and see page number 42. Here you will find few importance, how important the landform is. You will read here, the importance are given, few points. Children, the mountain, plateau, plains and valley, they create a beautiful sculpture. So they add to the beauty of the place. Then children, climate is also, they put a great impact on the climate, direction of wind as well as other atmospheric pressure. They are this landform, they put effect on this also. And many kind of forests are found in the slopes of mountain, hill, plateau, and these are the home of different species of plant and animal. Therefore they are very beneficial for human being. And since such a relief feature also exists in the ocean, the island group and coast region are ideal fishing altars. So these all landforms are of great help to the human being and all living things. Now children, we have reached to the end of the lesson. I hope you have understood the lesson, children. Short questions, I have already told you to do few short questions. Today I will give you children some exercises, and here children, you do these exercises from the book, and you do exercise number 2, 3 and 4th question number 2, A, B and C. These work you do in your copy, children, and read the chapter once again so that you may understand the chapter. I have already drawn some diagram to teach you. I have shown you the diagram so that you may understand various things. Go through the diagram also, children, and go through the lesson once again. Now I have finished this chapter. Next class we'll start with a new chapter. By that time, have a good day. Bye, children.